It was, it was definitely a tough game. Obviously we couldn't make any shots. It was really hard. I thought our defense was okay, but we put so much pressure on our defense. Got out rebounded, I think, by 15. I think we only shot like 25% from the field. We didn't make free throws, so we really put a lot of pressure on our defense to keep us in the game. And I thought Princeton did a good job of taking advantage of opportunities. It's just all stuff that we can control. We got to continue to work on it and move on it. And we're doing some good things. It's just a matter now of putting some pieces together. Yeah, I don't know. I thought just the looks we got were good. I thought the game was going to be won inside the line. I thought we did a good job of guarding them at the three, and because they guard the three very well. That's their calling card. I don't know what they shot from two, but obviously it was way higher percentage than we did. So, I think we needed to make more shots around the rim. I thought the quality of our shots were actually pretty good. So I think we could do some more stuff offensively, maybe create more of a flow, but I think that's the way Princeton plays. I think that's the way our league is. And, we got to make shots around the rim. And we got to make free throws. I thought we got to the free throw line enough. You got to take advantage of those opportunities as well, especially in the league game. Well, yeah, it's a big focal point for us, especially as a young team. You're trying to build chemistry and connection and that synergy between, everybody on the court. And I think the thing that today, I think you saw, I was able, in playing in back-to-backs, this will be the first weekend that most of our guys, half of our team, whatever the percentage of our team right now will experience a back-to-back. So I think you have to play. You have to have a deep roster. You have to play a lot of guys, and when you play a lot of guys, you're going to see a little different. You're going to see some different lineups, and I think you need to create with those opportunities. You need to create a better, like I said, better synergy, and I think that's the one thing. So I think a lot of the guys, we can take a lot from this game and actually see some things that we need to work on, because I think everybody had something to do with something. The message really to the guys is just that it's a league game. I thought it was a grinded out game. It was a very physical game. We certainly had our opportunities. Obviously you're going to be frustrated because we lost by 20, but we had some controllable things. We gave up 8 points in transition, which we had not been giving up to this point. We fouled a 3-point shooter, and then we gave up 2 free throw box outs in the first half alone. So that's 11 points right there. We were down 12. We clean up a lot of stuff with experience, and you take away those opportunities. You take away those things from your opponent and stop beating yourself with those things. Now you're taking 30% of their points away, and then the game is just a different game. And that's what these guys have to understand. You tell them to touch the stove, and they want to touch the stove. When you're a parent, you tell your kids, don't touch the stove. And like, why? And then one time you're up in the bathroom and you go down and someone's screaming and they touch the stove because they're interested, right? Well, these guys got to stop. They got to understand that. This is where the experience has to take place. Obviously, Princeton has Tosan, who's the reigning player of the year. The kid Langborn is first-team all-quality kid, and they got some really experienced guys that were able to help their younger guys weather the storm during the game. The thing that he's been doing better is that he understands where we're supposed to be and what we're supposed to be doing. So his experience from last year has started to really show in my mind. He knows where the offense is. He knows where the defense is. And that is definitely helping because it's helping other guys. Once he gets to the right spot, other guys can see that right spot. There are times, unfortunately, because of our youth, that we have guys on the court that are not in the right spots, and then other guys are getting confused. We're still calling actions right now, and we're still having a hard time understanding the actions because certain guys put themselves in a position they're not supposed to be in, and then it confuses everybody. So that is the development process with this. So it's frustrating, but it's also encouraging because once we get this stuff down and start getting some more experience with it, you can see that we have a decent team.
I think the biggest thing is just being ready. You never know when your name is going to be called, and kind of like what Coach touched on about experience, being able to be that experienced leader on the court to help guys out who are not necessarily familiar with where to go and stuff, to kind of navigate guys to get that next guy's shot. So, me and Coach had conversations early the year, and one thing that I had to realize was that everybody doesn't need to score the ball. And what we need is we need that guy out there who knows the plays, who's when there's 2 minutes, 20 seconds left, we need to get a good shot, who got the mismatch, being able to just be an overall leader, a vocal leader on the court, and get the best shot at the right time.
I think that's something that we've been focusing on as a team. So just because you don't get the most rebound doesn't mean that you're not affecting it. Like, we just focus on boxing out as a team. So I think everybody just right now focus on getting the men out of the way, and then whoever is close to the ball just gonna go get it. But just the first thing is to make sure your man doesn't get the ball, and then go get the ball. So I think Zay did a good job chasing the ball today. We did not do a good job boxing out as a team, but because obviously we got out-rebounded, and yeah, we just gotta do better. Just the little things literally matters, because like you look at the final score, it's a 20-point game, 19-point game, but if we really got out-rebounded, but by 14 or 15, and then we shot terrible from the line. If we just fix these two things, I think the game probably was gonna be like 3-possession game, 4-possession game. So I think just the little stuff, you can't make no mistakes. And the good thing is that it's a quick turnaround, so tomorrow we're going to bring the energy, and I think we'll win the game.
Well, we got out-rebounded by 18. They scored 44 points in the paint to our 18.
That's the game right there.
And that's all physicality, and that's what these guys are learning. And we will continue to push them through it, and they will figure it out. So on to tomorrow.